If you're a member of MBT, you're going to want to watch this video all the way through. And if you're thinking about becoming a consistently profitable trader, you're going to want to watch this video to see if we're the service that can help you do that. The answer is yes, of course, but maybe you need some convincing.
I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no lie. Yeah.
It's been over 2 years since I've made a video like this, and the team has grown, the Discord has changed, there's new services that we provide, and there will be a bunch more added, and I want to cover that in this video, and also just give a recap of what this user experience should be like. Because since we've added new people to the team that have different priorities and objectives and things that they're working on, it allows me to dial in my focus. And right now, I'm only focused on two things. One is to continue to be a great trader. The other thing that I have become obsessed with is the user experience for the Discord. Right now, when you join the Discord, we have the announcements channel for any updates. We've been using this a lot lately. We have the reviews. If people are feeling generous and having a good experience, they can write a review. It's really hard to get people to write reviews, but some people have been generous with their time. We had the winner circle then where people could share their trades. We had the getting started category with the directory that shows you all the channels. You have the who are you. Discords like this turn out to be great networking tools. You can meet so many interesting people. I mean, just think about the type of person who joins a trading Discord. They have extra money. They're likely a professional in their field. That's why they have extra money. They have all this experience and knowledge. It really helps, especially if like I'm researching AI. There might be an AI coder in here. I mean, that's just like the one I hired that we'll interview here in a moment. Then I have a description of my trading strategy, also Abe's trading strategy. He's the main other trader who's now a part of the team. He is more of an option seller. I'm more of an option buyer. So it's great dichotomy to have. I play the side where I have to beat the market, and he is betting on the fact that most people don't beat the market. So they're very different approaches. Both make money, and so it's great to have both of ours on here. If you're in the Discord, he's just a noob trader is his username. We then have our trade rules as well, just the common things that I use when trading that have helped me become a profitable trader. We then have our chat rooms for members to use. Charts and data is mostly me just sharing different charts, or if people can request charts in there if they're a Mint team member. The crypto chat, everyone wanted a political channel so they could talk politics. I'm not a big participant there. And then the trading floor. This is the part of Discord that I give the most attention to, and I want to do some updates for. I've been posting lots and lots of notifications, probably too many notifications for members. It's a bit overwhelming, and I want to tone that down and make sure all notifications are solely for trades in the Discord or very important news that can move the market. Things like reminding people that it's always okay to take profits. Most of the time when I'm posting stuff like this is because I'm getting a lot of DMs. People are like, should I close this position? Should I not? Or should I cut this position? Or should I not? And I just try to keep a reminder of basically what I've already written in the trade rules. So we're going to go tone these down, and we're going to tone up, when I'm actually like taking portions of a position, like taking some Apple profits into the close. This should have probably been a notification, and this probably shouldn't have been a notification. Neither should this have been a notification. It's after the market close. It's not really time sensitive, right? So I'm going to tone down things like this, and I'm going to focus solely on things like this. So I'm just going to try to really simplify this. And the other thing I want to do in the commentary channel is every morning I want to give my favorite setups on the market. Okay, I already do that on the weekly report for free on YouTube here where you're watching this. But what I want to do is every morning in the Discord also give my favorite setups. I know what all my setups are, before I take the trade. I'm already looking for them. And so I haven't been doing that. And some people are saying they don't see the alert in time, so they miss the trade. So every morning before the market opens, so that you can have autonomy, because the goal of this is to make you an independent trader. So before the morning starts, I want to share what I'm looking at so that you can watch the charts during the day and see if you like those setups as well, or start to understand over time my process for those trades, either through the content or just through the process, or through the execution. I know for me as a learner, when it comes to learning how to trade, I had to be a doer. I had to pay my dues to the market. I had to lose that money. I had to make the mistakes. And over time, I learned and refined my process. And maybe you're like that. You're like me. That's what it took for me. So we also had the automated trade trackers that we're going to be using. Okay, so day trades and swing positions, and you typically in between, a few weeks to, a few months, maybe even a year-long position for leaps. Fundamentals are good. I love to take those. We're going to be actually getting rid of both of these channels, though. We'll then have the automated tracker post a trade, and then I'll provide commentary down below. This is probably within a week of being completely finalized. We'll interview Asa and talk about this and the other things that we're going to add in just a moment. But then I'll get rid of both of these channels because my goal right now is to remove as many channels as possible. I want to cut all the fat. And when you get in here, every channel should be important and worth reading, and it should be loaded with content. Okay, I don't want any fat. I don't want any noise. I don't want any more than necessary in the Discord, just so when someone joins, they're not overwhelmed with like, where do I even start? I don't want you to have that feeling, right? So, and I'm trying to have the directory there so you can read what all the channels are for, right? I'm trying to alleviate that feeling overwhelmed when you join a Discord, because that's what I hear from a lot of people when they join. So then we had the 100K challenge. That's just a new challenge I'm doing. I'm taking an account we started with like $89, and I'm going to take it to 100K, and I'm going to share that entire process on the socials. But I also added that in here so people can get real-time notifications when I make changes in there. Long-term, of course, is just tracking my share account. All the mentor members in here and I have been beating the market for years, even with just shares, not even with, using leverage positions and options for ages. So I post updates there. I also post sometimes covered call strategies or things that I'm doing to help protect that account as well. And then every day I also do a recap and review of how the day went. For those, lots of people love this because it's hard for them to keep up with everything going on during the day. But at the end of the day, this is usually when I'll also cover, like, here's what I'm doing with my swing positions. Here's how they played out. Here's my expectations for the next day. I also post the weekly reports with more details like the ones I do on YouTube and this channel as well. So then we have the Autobots, and these are going to be new features. And for this, we'll go ahead and cut over to the interview with the newest member of the team. So Asa, you're the newest member of the team. You're a full member of the staff. You've even been given equity of the company to help me make sure that you stay driven and on task. So why don't you go ahead and tell us what you've been working on and why you deserve your pay? I want to, no pressure. No pressure.
No pressure at all. What we've been up to lately, or what I've been up to lately, has been primarily finishing up that TradingView alerts bot on our Discord, getting able to post like trades or the charts with them and those notifications. I feel like we're at a decent point of reliability. There's still a couple small little bugs that we're going to be chasing down and getting rid of. And then the other part of that is the trades tracking bot for both you and for noob trades. Both of those, especially with the more complex ones, kind of working on sifting through the data, figuring out how we're going to have that formatted. And then percent gains and stuff like that on there is what I'm currently working on. But for the basic trades tracking, it's pretty well done. I'm still having a couple errors on reading numbers, but
yeah,
just do some more math and that should be all good soon.
This all turned out to be way harder than, than I could ever anticipate. I don't have the experience that you have, but even you have ran into some issues with, the codes up. It seems to be running, but it's not getting connected. You had to rewrite a few of the bots and change the language it was used in. Let's also talk about kind of what your future projects are. What's on your to-do list? So you want to do for the bot tracking my trades, we want these to show when they're closed. Is it a partial close or is it a full close of the position? You mentioned the percent gain or loss on the trade, which I absolutely love. And then in the future, we're both going to work together on then incorporating that content to the website. And the web page is what I'm most excited for. Since we've built all these bots that track our accounts, now we can automate basically a performance page on the website. Profile picture for me, for Abe, a brief description about us, and then an automatically updated chart for performance as well. Abe's, obviously be worse than mine. I'm just kidding. He's a great trader. He almost beats me every year. And so then we'll add down here a delayed update on all the trades. It'll show all the trades that we take during the week. And then also, last thing, very important thing, will be a link to the code on the websites so that people can see that it's not being manipulated and that genuinely this is all automated straight from our trade accounts and they can be verified by a third party. I guess the last thing we should talk about is the other projects over the horizon, right?
Probably way off in the future would be nice to have a client side one where anyone can run this type of code and keep percentage trade or like percentage gain loss and stuff like that for your own profiles. So you can look back on what trades you've taken.
Right.
But that's, again, way past the horizon of even our current projects, because our current roadmap is going to be probably finishing up this, or at least getting like a version 1 set up where we can get all of those contracts properly formatted, especially for noobs where he does a lot more of those complex trades. And then from there, are we doing the unusual options first, or are we doing anything else before that?
Well, we have
I
several.
think that was up there.
Well, we have several automated trade systems that I've been working on, and automated data collection that I want to incorporate as well. But, well, to be honest, at this point, one of those is pretty fine-tuned and probably ready for a beta test in the server. And then for the automated data collections, there's probably 3 that I think I've got finished. When it comes to a roadmap for what I want to incorporate first, I think the unusual options trading is probably, from a business standpoint, the biggest one that I want to incorporate because it is beloved by lots of people. There's also already existing companies that run stuff like Unusual Options Tracker. I've modified and improved upon the system they use for tracking. Basically what these do is track insider trading. They look for extremely high conviction, large bets on the market. So, you've already been given the process of how you scrape that data from the live data on the market. And I think that would be the first one that we put out. Because it is the strongest track record for this is definitely what people want. And at the end of the day, a lot of these things aren't very necessary for me to actually to be a consistently profitable trader, which is why we're prioritizing sharing my trades. But as a business, there might be people who are if they're deciding between going to a company who just outputs all this just huge it's
data streams
the
and everything,
huge data streams where they have to scrape it themselves, or use a service like ours where there's a team of experienced, profitable, professional traders to say that's relevant, that's not relevant. It should be a no-brainer on who you're picking. I think that's going to make us extremely competitive on the market, as well as our pricing.
The pricing on some of those, especially as an individual, would just be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, some of them charge $300 a week, not a month, a week. We'll charge $25 a month when we raise prices for the Minty package, which will give you access to all the bots and access to me. That will be $60 a month. So we're a small fraction, but we'll provide all the same data and more.
Probably be building out an actual roadmap here in a little bit, but that's kind of our rough couple months coming up.
So then we have the Autobot section of the Discord. This is where we're adding all the new tools that we just talked with Asa about. Some of these are already working because they're very simple methods. Like this is from Walter Bloomberg. Every day he posts all upgrades and downgrades that happen on the market, and we simply automated the process of that being shared here in the Discord, just so you only have to go to one place for all the information. We have a news flows tracker that posts headlines that are shared to X, and we've automated that process. We're still trying to fine tune that though, because obviously there's a lot of news that just doesn't matter and a lot of noise that we're trying to eliminate. And then we have the resources tab. Now this is just everything from free education that we offer, links to the free videos that you guys already have access to, even if you're not a member, an Excel spreadsheet that's just blank for you can plug in your trades. By the way, if you come to me wanting mentoring or coaching and you're not logging your trades, it's going to be a whole lot harder for me to help you get better. We also have the links I use when I'm researching stuff, or how I track stuff as well. A lot of these links we're actually automating so that you guys get all the same information that I have automatically put into the Discord. So eventually we'll probably just delete this. We won't even be necessary. As well as a lot of this content I can be consolidating either into one channel or adding it on the website. So those are things that are coming in the future. We're working away day and night, long days, long nights, beating the market, and helping you guys do the same. So if you're interested, make sure you check out the link in the description of this video, check out the website, and we'll see you in the Discord.